Hi, my name is Janet Skinner. Sometimes in life we need a purpose to continue. And back in the early 1990s, I was looking for a reason to live, if you like. Just happened by accident one day that I saw that Geebung station, which is in Queensland, was going to be demolished and replaced. So I decided to paint it. And during the 1990s, I painted 104 railway scenes, and that kept me going. As I sat on the platform and railway sidings, old people would come over and speak to me and tell me about life in the good old days. These were elderly people. It transpired that many of them were born in the early 1900s. I wrote down their names and phone numbers, and I went back and interviewed them. There's a series of some 35 railway tapes that I'm making of the interviews that I recorded in New South Wales and Queensland. I'm not a journalist. I've got no background training in interviewing. And I really hope you enjoy these films. I hope they bring laughter to many and insight into what life used to be like. And please bear with me. I had fun doing them, and I hope you have fun listening to them. Thank you so much. We're mainly going to talk about today sort of stations that you've worked at, but particularly, did you have an interest in Ascot station? Have you been there?
I have, I believe, in Ascot, yeah.
Yeah, Ascot. And Sandgate.
And Sandgate,
yeah. And you also mentioned you just spent a week or two at Harristown, didn't you?
Yeah, I have lived in Harristown.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, nearly every station in this district, actually.
Right.
Okay. On a leaving staff.
All right. Merv, when did you start off in the railway?
It would have been 1945.
45.
1945.
Right. And that was at the age of 14, was
14.
it? 14.
At a lad porter at Mitchell, yeah.
Right. A lad porter at Mitchelton, was it?
At Mitchell, at the South West.
All right. So, and then, how long did you spend out there?
I spent about 18 months at Mitchell, then I went to Morven, a place called Morven out further west.
Right.
But my father was a station master there himself.
Right. Oh, so your father was in the railway too?
Oh, well, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, but they've got them all on the railway, yeah.
Seems to go in families, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah, everybody that I've interviewed, more or less, it's been right
through
through the line.
The family.
Yeah. So what year was you born, Merv?
30.
1930. Right, okay. And so your dad, was he in the railway all his life?
Yeah, all his life, yeah.
And your mum too? Or?
No, the mother was never in the railway. My dad's brothers, there was four of those who were on the railway. A couple of aunties, they were station mistresses around the places they were up around Ascot and Gympie and those places.
Right.
Then my two sons were both in the railway.
Are they still in the railway, are they? Or?
One's left, the other fellow still is, yeah.
Okay, we won't include that anyway, but yeah, that's fine. Still we might. Okay, Merv, so when did you move down to this area?
I moved down here around about 1940, about 1950.
1950. And well, what station did you arrive at first, or in what capacity did you?
As a lad porter on relieving staff.
Right, relieving lad porter. Okay. And what station did you start at?
Roma Street was the home station.
Right. And you worked out from there, did you?
Roma Street, anywhere between there and Hellerton and there and Gympie.
Right.
Of all branch lines.
Right. Did you go to Gympie, did you say?
Used to go to Gympie, yes.
Yeah. Did you spend much time at Gympie or not?
No, on and off over a period of time. It might have been just a couple of weeks or a week here and a week there, then sometimes a month during holidays.
There was a couple of stations at Gympie, wasn't there? There was one really long one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Is that the one you worked at?
That's right, yeah, the old Gympie station.
Did you see a photo of it in there, did you?
No, I missed that actually.
I'll show you that one. Because if you put in the info or any memories of Gympie, I'd be happy to hear those.
Because later on, after I passed my examination to be a night officer then in the station master's grade. I used to relieve at Travis and Gympie and Wundum and Monkland, all those places up there.
Oh. And do you have any memories of Gympie at all?
Well, no, not really now because it's been that long since I've been there, see.
Yes.
I got off the relieving staff, I suppose, about 10 years before I retired. I went to Pickenbar, then I was down there for a long time. And then the Brunswick Stream.
That's sort of taken a long way
Oh,
back.
yes, yeah, they are, Gympie.
So, what would your job have been to do there then?
That's the station master running of trains and in charge of, supervising staff,
Right.
arranging crews and all those sort of things.
Right. And was that still steam trains in that time?
Oh,
Or?
yes, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I think I was up around there during the diesel, when the diesels first came into power.
Right. Did they have any water tanks at Gympie at all?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Did they? So, looking at the painting, would they have been on the right of the station?
Well, they used to be on the northern end, past the cabin next to me. Where was the cabin there? The cabin must have been up here, that's the cabin.
Yeah. So, on the right of the painting, are they?
Yeah, the right of the painting, yeah.
Okay. Great. We might just shut that door, shall we, so we don't hear that on the tape. They've been doing roadworks for a while, have they? Is that all right?
That's all right. No, they're not all now, anyhow, that's...
Oh, good. Yes? Yeah. Oh, the car. Okay. As they move on. Okay, let's stop now. Okay. Yeah, so you can't remember an awful lot about Gympie?
No, because I did a fair bit of relief there. It was only on for like a week, as I say, sometimes a fortnight.
Right. Did they have a coal stage there or not? Can you remember?
They did have a coal stage down on the loco shed area there, but there was a small coal stage down there.
So when all the trains used to come, say from Brisbane to Gympie, where would they have recoaled?
Yeah, that's what they used to do. They used to change engines in Gympie.
Right, at the actual station?
At the station, yeah.
Yeah, and so there must have been a fair amount of coal kept there, was there then?
Yeah, there would have been. When they changed engines, the engine that brought the train in used to go into the loco, and the new engine would go on fully coal.
Right. Did they have like refreshment rooms there
Oh,
too?
yes,
did
yes.
they?
Yeah, refreshment rooms. Yeah,
Did they sort of go like just during the daytime, or were they open of an evening as well?
They used to go most of the day, yes, and for any trains late at night, sometimes the mails, the Townsville mail used to leave here, they used to get up there late at night time. The Rockhampton mail used to do the same thing, and the refreshment rooms were always open for those.
So were they licensed?
Oh yes, licensed, yeah.
Yeah. So what sort of year was you at Gympie, can you remember? Just approximately.
I'd say it'll be about 58 to 60.
Right. It just intrigued me. The rooms upstairs there, what would they have been used for? Were they just offices?
Now they used to be the chief station master's office and the clerks. There used to be clerks up there as well as the chief station master.
Right. No living accommodation for any staff here?
Oh,
or
no,
anything like that?
no.
So did they have like a station master's house near it, or did everybody just do?
No, the station master's house was up through the Gympie yards. Actually, that's where his house was.
Right. And how many tracks were they going through Gympie? Can you remember that from the station or not?
Around the station area itself, like, there used to be three, what they call the main line on the left. That was like an island platform on both sides. There used to be a couple of lines, 3 lines, I think, on this side.
Yeah.
And then down further north was where they had the big Gympie yards, where they used to marshal and they got trains and all those sort of things. And they were behind, there used to be the loco sheds, that's where they used to coal the engines down in that area.
They wouldn't have had a turntable at Gympie, would they? Wouldn't have been any need for it, would there?
Well, I think they did have turntables there.
Okay.
I'm trying to place where it was now. I'd say that would have been around the loco area, around the loco sheds area.
Right. And did they have any repair sheds there to repair the locos?
Yeah, there used to be, yeah. only small. There was nothing big, but they used to carry out quite a few repairs there.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay. So, shall we talk? Where did you go first? Out of Ascot and Sandgate. Which of those two did you go to first?
I would say Ascot first.
Yeah. How much time did you spend at Ascot?
Well, that'll be the same as relieving somebody while they're on annual leave for a fortnight or a month, or somebody else sick for a day or something like that.
What was Ascot Station mainly? It's near the racing stables, isn't it?
That's right opposite the Eagle Farm track here.
Yeah. And what sort of year were you there? Can you remember?
Well, I was there on and off, I suppose, from about 52 right through to about 90.
Did people dress up and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Best clothes on?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we had to make sure that everybody that was there was in full uniform and nice and tidy, clean shoes and all those sort of things. So.
And they had nice gardens there. Did they always have?
Oh, beautiful gardens.
Always had nice gardens.
Yes, they have.
As long as you've been there, sort of thing.
Oh yes, well they used to have the gardeners from Rona Street used to come down the garden for the gardens there. The station master used to do a fair bit too, them.
Right.
Like with pot plants and all those sort of things. But
actually, when I painted the station, it was still open, but it's closed now, hasn't it? Ascot Station.
Well, yeah, there's no passenger trains go down there anymore.
That's right. The trains, do they still go through there today and not stop?
Goods trains, yeah. Yes, they got a few wheat trains there now, and a few of the petrol trains to Doomben and Pickenbar.
So people wanting to catch the train then to the station, to the races, people don't do that anymore, I suppose.
Well, yeah, they the last big race they had a free train service going down to Ascot.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right. And could you ever see the horses from where you were working, stuff like that?
You could see them only for a split second. Yeah, that's all. Right. But if you were to walk up the track a little bit towards the end of the platforms, you could see a fair bit of it.
The painting I done of Ascot is not the main station building. The line is coming through the back here, and the main building is over behind this one.
That is right.
What would you call this particular part of the station? Was that the waiting room, was it?
Well, it was waiting rooms, and like in those days too, they were waiting rooms. They used to have a ticket office in there also for the people getting off the trains to buy their tickets.
Right, okay. And why was there the veranda out the back then? People would... That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know just exactly why that was, but I think that was mainly in all those old buildings. Most of the old buildings used to have those sort of things, verandas and outlets like that.
I painted it with a couple of horses, and I don't suppose it'd ever be able to get in their graves, but I thought it added a little bit to it. Yeah.
But at one time you would see horses. They used to walk down further. There used to be gates going across the railway tracks to the end of the platform on the Queensland and NSW side.
Which is the side, is it?
Yeah, on that side. And they used to often watch them like with the gates open the gates up and look to make sure there's no trains coming to get them across safely and all that sort of thing.
So how many people would you get through on race days? Would it be hundreds, do you think, on a good day?
Yeah, on big days. Oh yes, we used to get everything up to 2. I forget the counts now. We used to have to count them 200 to 300 anyway. Used to get on the race trains. Yeah.
And that was after the days of steam you were there, was it?
Yeah, well, I was there before the diesels.
So you were there for steam trains too?
Oh, yes, yeah.
So that would be quite a sight, I suppose. I suppose it was just something normal for you, wasn't it?
Well, it was.
Trains.
Yeah, well, it was,
when the electric and all that came in, you were glad on more than likely. When the diesels came in, I bet you were glad to get rid of the old stuff.
No, not really, because I was brought up with them. I started on the railway with them, and it was something that I lost, actually. I missed them.
Yeah.
Even now, you see the old the blue baby and the Garrett going around the place there now. I like to sit and watch them. Yeah.
Can you remember what sort of steam locos you'd have got in and out of Ascot? Would it have been PB15s or PB8?
Well, we had a variety of them there, PB15, C16, C17s,
right.
The C19s.
No Garretts when they come through, would they?
I'm pretty sure there was Garretts down that way, but I think they were too big for the branch down at that time for the Garretts.
Right.
But,
so were there refreshment rooms at Ascot?
Not that I can remember.
No.
When I saw that photo there of that veranda, that's what made me think that there at one time there could have been some sort of a refreshment room there on for race patrons.
Rather looks like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. I used to often think when I relieved there that's what it was for, but I never made any inquiries to really check it out.
Yeah, I It's one of my favourite paintings, actually. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I do know there was refreshment rooms down at Pickenbar.
Right. Yeah, I haven't done that particular station.
But I'm pretty sure, like years ago, I think that could have been a sort of a refreshment room there.
Can you remember any near accidents or mishaps or anything unusual that happened when you was at Ascot?
Only through the railway gates, the railway crossing there was a few close shaves, but people walking across there or jumping the fence and jumping the gates to go over.
Yeah, safety's always a problem, isn't it?
That's right, yeah, but as far as, accidents regarding trains, it was quite safe.
And what about jockeys and that? Would they catch the train or they would come in with horses?
No, we've never seen any jockey cars down there.
Okay.
They're all taxis.
When you say people used to dress up in their best clothes, did they wear hats and things like that, do you think?
Well, going back years ago, you used to quite often see them with the top hat and tails.
Really? Top hat and tails?
Not many of them, but you used to see them.
Yeah, nice. Any long dresses for ladies or was it?
Oh yes, long dresses for ladies, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, like evening gowns and all those sort of things, yeah.
Gee.
That was going back a long time there.
Yeah, in the steam train.
Yeah.
Yeah, it conjures a nice picture, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, for sure. I
suppose it's changed a bit now, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, well, I think Ascot itself is much the same as what it has been for years and years. I don't think they've changed that much now.
I just meant the people and the way, people arrive there and dressed and so on and so forth.
Oh, yeah, well, of course, now like, there's no train service down there. Well, even when there was a train service down there, the patronage was falling off because it was normally bus or taxis or private cars.
Yeah, that's right. And so your job was relieving at the different stations. What other stations in the area did you...
in that area? Pickenbar and Boomham.
Did you ever have any time at Deagon or not?
No, not at Deagon. I did relieve the station masters at Deagon when I was at Ep.3 many years ago.
Right.
But that was only just like a day or a couple of days here and there too, of course, at Deagon.
Right. And was that an unusual thing to do, to relieve as a lad porter, or...? Oh
no, that was part of our job when you're on the relieving staff and you're a lad porter to relieve station masters all over the place.
Right, okay. And so what, they took the afternoon off, or what?
Well, leave, sick leave, or annual holidays, or something like that.
They used to sort of have to do their job and...
That's right.
Yeah, sell tickets and all that.
Yeah.
Anything else with it?
Yeah, they do the normal thing that the station masters used to do.
Yeah. Oh.
But they were the days where they had to be there to sell tickets and look after the customers.
Oh. And then you spent some time at Sandgate?
Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time at Sandgate, actually.
Sandgate. Did you work there at all on a permanent basis, or was that...
No, I'm on the relief staff.
Right. Okay. They've really modernised Sandgate just recently, haven't they?
Yeah, they have done, yeah.
Painting I've done of it is since, when it was remodernised, I have done the painting of them. It was only done a little while ago. So that's the new Sandgate that I did. Do you recognise that? It's taken from, there's a second-hand shop there, just sort of where I'm standing looking that way. Well, probably changed a lot now.
Where was the crossing down this end?
There's a crossing up this end.
That's right, yeah. I think it was street near to...
Has it changed that much from when you were there, do you reckon?
What, like this one there?
Yes.
No, that was...
It's all the awnings and everything the new parts have done are out of the painting. I didn't include those.
No, well,
I thought they looked too modern,
Yeah, well, that's all new. It's all new now. Yeah. But prior to the newness now, they did build a new place just opposite there. Did you see? They might have pulled it there.
Yeah, I think they have. I think it's still there.
There's a new brick station there. They ordered it quite a number of years ago. It was never really used.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, it's just over the other side, like where the line comes in on the other there was another platform there. Well, not another platform, but it was. They built another platform, but never used them.
So, what was the main use of Sandgate Station when you were there?
Oh, mainly for passengers. It was a very busy station, mornings and afternoon peaks. Right. It was mainly, particularly, the buses used to come in there, Multiple highway buses used to come in there for all the trains.
Was it mainly residents or people coming to the beach or what?
No, it's mainly workers coming through over the Multiple highway to go into town to work. Right. But, it was a very busy place, Sandgate. Yeah, they used to take a lot of money selling a lot of tickets and also parcels, and goods and all those sort of things we used to handle in those days.
What sort of year was you at Sandgate from?
Years.
What sort of year were you there from? The 60s, was it? Or before that?
I suppose it'd be 20 years ago since I was in Sandgate. It'd be 20 years ago. But on and off up till then, like, used to relieve there.
So what was the earliest date you was at Sandgate, would you say?
Safe.
What was the earliest date you was at Sandgate from?
I suppose about 56, 1956.
Yeah. Was there like a restaurant there at all?
There was a refreshment room on the platform at Sandgate.
Right, okay. That wasn't the end of the line, was there? There was another one
further. No, you used to go to Shorncliffe.
Shorncliffe.
Shorncliffe gives a double line to Sandgate from town and a single line from Sandgate to Shorncliffe.
Right.
That was where you always had to be, watch things like for safe working, all that sort of thing. Staff, I suppose you know about staff and ticket working, do you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Tell me again. Tell me some.
Well, as staff and ticket relates to safe working, it's
it's a hoop thing, is it?
Yeah, well, it's a hoop thing with a ticket, and that driver, when he takes that off you, he's got to see that you've got the normal staff, the big key in your hand.
Yes.
But once he's got that staff, he knows he's the last train going over that section, so there can be nothing go wrong.
Yes, that's a safe way, and you never operate it without that, do you?
No, you can't. No, you couldn't. Well, unless you lost that key, well, then you've got to have different forms, blind keys, and all that.
That's a good way, isn't it? Really, it's a basic way, but
it was a safe way.
It was safe, yes.
Safe way. It's just common sense then.
So, looking at this, what would this? Is this like the middle room there with the 3 windows? Is that the station master's office?
That was in through the station master's office. Yeah, that part there used to be where they could see the door there, if we hit the door. Yeah. That used to be the parcels office just in there. We used to deliver and take a lot of parcels.
Right. Okay. And this end, what is this?
This end around here used to be the little signal lever frame.
Right. Okay.
Used to be that's where we used to pull and shove the levers to.
Yeah, that's on the left hand of the painting we're talking about now.
Yeah, around the front on the platform here behind you. You wouldn't see it from this way. You wouldn't see it.
So the levers would operate what? Signals, is
Signals
it?
and the points, yeah.
Right, and the points.
And the points.
So they were actually on the platform or under the roof?
No, they were under the roof on the platform here.
Right.
Because they had the big awning at the front.
Right.
And it was under just out of the platform.
And that's all gone now?
Oh yes, it would be gone now, yeah.
So it's all electrically operated nowadays, is it?
Yeah, that's right. There was nothing like that there now. But I had to say it was a very busy station, in the peak hours especially.
Yeah. I wonder how many passengers you'd have had going through on a railway keep records and that.
Yeah, well, I do, yeah. I don't know, I do, but I know it was a very, very busy place in the peak hours.
And you was just relief station master, was you there, or?
Yeah, I first started off as relief assistant station master, but then I relieved the station master on quite a few occasions.
Right.
Like later on when I got promoted myself.
Right, that's good.
Mm.
So you could only have you'd only have one train at a platform at any time in there, wouldn't you?
One train on the platform, yeah. Oh, yes.
And any unusual happenings or anything at Sandgate?
No, not really. But there was a second platform, if in the peak, and certain times of the peak there where you had to use that second platform.
What do you mean by second platform?
Well, there was 2 platforms. One coming in from town.
Yes.
And the other one coming from Shorncliffe to come into town. Right. Normally we operated on the one platform to keep everything like in tow with the travelling public, they got used to where the platforms were, what platform it was, and all this sort of thing.
So it was only one line, and there was a platform on either side of the train, is that what you're
saying? 2 lines. There were 2 lines. 2 lines in front of the station there. As I say, in front of us here now, there used to be a line coming in from town on this platform, and across the road there used to be another line going in there. But that was only in latter years when they did build a new station there. I think something went wrong, if they couldn't use it, or it was condemned or something. I'm not too sure. But that's how you have to try and work things out. The trains run late from town. When you get something coming from Shorncliffe to keep that on time, you have to get into that other platform.
Cool. Was there any freight going through Sandgate?
No, we used to have a shunt train used to come down and pick up a wagon occasionally. Because they used to deliver a few wagons of coal, but the gas company used to be there.
Right. There was a gas company at Sandgate. What did they burn the coal and produce the gas? Did they?
Produce the gas, yeah.
So is that gas place gone now? Has
I
it?
think it has gone, yeah.
Whereabouts was that then?
That was that was not far past here on the Shonklip side of the platform.
Was that like gasometers? Was it like that sort of thing, or not?
Like gas tanks, and they must have burners there for the gas, for the coal. For the gas. I think they supplied Sandgate gas there for many years. But that all went years ago too. Used to get 1 or 2 wagons of coal every day.
There's no fish sort of shipped in and out of Sandgate or anything like that? Never.
No ships.
Okay. Anything else you can think of about that?
No, not really. The only thing to say was that it was a busy job. I know my half was up my mouth quite a few times with the gates, with
the gates?
They thought I had an open, get in and open gates. With the operator signals, then once you saw the gates were right, we'd operate the signals and the points for the trains to come in or go out. I know that we had one little lad down there one time that he's made in the car there, and once you seen the gates open for the train traffic, you pull your signals off and you know you're right. But what he decided, one of his mates pulled up and he opened the gate. And of course by the time he got back from the other side to close one, the train had come round the corner.
Wipe the gates out, did they?
Wipe the gates out.
Didn't wipe out the car though?
No, the car was right. Thank goodness, yeah. Well, that's what I say. You don't know if you hear something bang and you look down and you think, oh, it's not a car. And no, there was never any, I can't recall anybody ever getting hurt there through those gates there. But I think they've been gates down here, or they have been for a while.
Do you know anybody yourself that's worked at Sandgate Station sort of before you, that you still know that's alive or anything like that? Sort of, say 20 years before you or anything like that?
The few blokes I didn't know that's passed on here. I know like a bit younger than me who's been there a lot longer than me. That's okay.
It was just sort of pre your memories if there was anybody. Was there water tanks there on the steam trains, steam days? Can you remember? Or?
No, I think the water tank was a steam at Sandgate.
And no coal stage or anything like that?
No, not a Sandgate, no coal stage. The only coal we used to come in and go to the gas company. So.
Okay, well that's good. And now talk about Harristown a little bit. You spent a bit of time there. Did you relieving again?
Yeah, relief, yeah.
I'll find a picture of Harristown.
Yeah, but that was only, like I didn't know much about the township or anything like that there. It was normally for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days.
Right. So you can't really tell me much about that.
Not really.
What is their grain silos, are they? So,
well, the grain silos and they just grow potatoes and all that sort of thing.
Right. So, people using the station, were they people just going to work, were they?
Well, it was never a business place for the passengers, so if there was any passengers extra.
Right.
There used to be a couple of rail motors go through there, Harristown. Well, it's mainly a grain place, Harristown, yeah.
I think the station building's gone now. I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure.
I think it will be Janet now.
Yeah, since I've done this.
That's
Yeah. So what's this building at the end of the track then? Do you remember what that was or not? Is that to do with the grain? Is it the factory to do with the grain place? Is it?
I'd say that could be a wagon or something up there.
No, there's a building with roofs.
Is it a building?
There's a building with roofs and things. Yeah.
It'd have something to do with the grain terminals.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the next station on from Harristown?
You got me beat now.
That's
you're getting close to the Toowoomba.
Yes, right, yes. I think it's the other side of Toowoomba, isn't it? The other side? Yeah, it is. Toowoomba. So looking at this, is Toowoomba this end or this end?
That will be up that end.
Up this end in distance. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So you're allowed to say most of them are on branch lines. Even up around like Harrisville, up around the Boona line, all those places.
Yeah. Okay. Just stop at the moment.
Yeah, I'm on all those places. Just spend a bit of time at Yarram, of course.
Yarram, that. Okay. You spent a little bit of time at Esk, did you?
Esk, yeah.
Yeah. What sort of year was that?
That'll be in the 58s, 60s.
Right. I've interviewed somebody that was working there and I forgot his name. Gee.
A good one?
No. So what duties did you have at Ascot?
Just like office work and crossing of trains.
Right. They finished building a dam when you was there, had they? That was
Well, I don't think they would have finished but when I was there.
that was a fairly quiet station, was it? Or was it a busy station?
It was a fairly quiet station.
Yeah.
We used to, load a bit of produce and all those sort of things up there.
Harry Orton, no, it wasn't Harry Orton, was it?
Not very quiet.
Harry Clark.
Was it?
That's it. Harry Clark.
Yeah, I've lost sight of Harry Clark. I haven't seen him for years.
Yeah. So I've interviewed Harry.
No, yeah. Yeah, well, he'd be the boy that no more
So
about this.
yeah. So you worked at the same time as Harry, did you?
No, but Harry was on the relieving staff at the same time, but he went to Ascot
Right.
permanently.
Right.
But we used to be on the relieving staff together,
Right.
Harry and I.
Right.
So he'd know more about us than I
Yes.
would.
It's okay. What other one did you say? Grantchester.
Manchester, yeah.
Tell me what year was you at Grantchester?
That's in the 60s.
Right. After the steam trains then?
No, before the steam trains were here.
On, yeah. So what was it like running the station? What was it like Grantchester running that station?
Well, it was mainly a train working station in Manchester. There used to be a little bit of loading occasionally. We used to have an angle for the turning of trains, turning of engines and all those sort of things. We used to have quarters there, running men's quarters.
I was reading in a book the other day, I think that the water came from a large lake or something, or a dam for Grantchester, did it?
The name?
A lake. The water came from a lake.
Oh yeah, that's what it did, yeah. For the tanks, he used to pump it out of the big lagoon there, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. And it was it pumped up to the water tanks?
Into the tanks, yeah.
I wonder if that lake's still there now, probably is.
Oh, I don't know, Janet. I don't know. I'll say it would still be there. Because it's not a place that's, they wouldn't even have a building or anything like that. But I know it has a lot of fond memories, Manchester, like they're busy, just be busy with crossing of trains. That was the last place used to clean their fireboxes before they go up the range and all those sort of things.
So what they used to do, they used to scrape out all the old coal and stuff, did they?
That's right, all the ash, and clean out the clinker, as they call it.
And what did they do with all the ash then? Just have a big pile
It was into pits, and the fettlers used to come next day and clean them all out and take it away.
And then they'd relight the fires up the day and before the...
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And they take quite a few hours to fire, don't
Well, they don't actually, when they clean the ashes out, they don't actually put the fire out. It's taken up out to get all the rubbish out of the firebox and just restoke it with coal.
Right. So did the steam trains ever used to sort of, obviously when they went wrong they might have gone cold, but were they kept running virtually all the time, were they?
Oh yes, they were, yeah. Oh yes.
Sort of 24 hours a day type of thing?
Oh, they used to get their maintenance in the depots like Toowoomba and Maine and all these places.
But like say it could run for a week without the fire going out more or less, could it?
Oh yes, yeah.
Or longer
Oh
than
yes,
that?
they could probably go longer. But I think that normally the fire would go out after a couple of trips to Toowoomba or Gympie or somewhere like that.
Must have been quite dirty in the steam trains with all the soot around and everything. Did it make everything?
Well, it was, yeah. It used to get dirty, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course most of those stations we used to relieve them. We used to burn the coal on the fire anyhow to keep the place cold and warm in the winter.
Yeah. Because Grantchester's quite cold out there.
It was cold, yeah, it was a cold place, Manchester.
Yeah, we went there to like a historical railway day there, and I can remember the grass, the cold coming through your feet. It was so cold.
Yeah, that's right. It certainly is a cold place, Manchester.
Very bleak.
Oh no, the old steam train. I'd like to see the steam trains back actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
They run them a little bit, don't they? But
Oh yes,
they could do, maybe it'd be nice to have a little bit more than what they do.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I believe 80s and right, just running around still. Right.
Yeah, that's right. In the A10.
Yeah, no, I don't know where the Garrett is. I suppose it's.
Yeah, and the Garrett's running around somewhere. Yeah.
I see that's go. Oh, that's is it gone? We're supposed to get it, wouldn't it, somewhere? Isn't it?
I think so. I don't know whether it has gone or what, but yeah, it's supposed to be going up more.
I used to have a brother who used to be a fireman on all those trains. Used to like a fireman staple.
So how many brothers and sisters did you have? Were they all in the railway, did you say? Or?
Yeah, most of them were in the railway, yeah. I had two brothers, three brothers actually, but one was dreaming. The other two were both in the railway. Because they're, one's died since and one's retired.
Yeah, it's very much a family thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Central Station. Was you there many years ago?
Yeah, we got a good few years ago, yes. Yeah.
About what year? You know?
68 to 70, or probably before then. In the early 60s, I used to go to Relief at Central.
So, how has that changed Central in every way that you can think of?
Well, big changes.
Yeah, tell me some of them, because I only know Central as it is today, I wouldn't know.
Well, like nowadays at Central, we used to have or different, or different offices and all those sort of things. We used to have the cloakroom, big cloakroom there, where you go and cloak, read reports.
A lot where you go into it nowadays, when I go into Central and you go through and you take the ticket and you walk into that big area there, was that there then?
No, well, no.
So what was there then?
No, that's, what was there? Oh.
Very difficult to try and imagine Central as it used to be.
Yes, so the main part of Central Station used to be just across, in Ann Street, just across from the Shrine of Remembrance. That was the main part, the cloakroom and parcels office used to go just a little bit further.
So rough final painting. This is the view of Central that I've painted. So when you were working there, would this have been the entrance to the station down below that everybody would have used?
Yeah, well that was that would have been in the Ann Street side there, wouldn't it?
Yes.
That's the Ann Street side, that's right, yeah. But yeah, that used to go through there to platforms 1, used to go right across to platform 6.
So nowadays when you go in there, you've got to go up the stairs as a passenger, haven't you?
Yeah, well that's right.
In the days when you were there, because you just walk straight through.
You walk straight through and down the subway. You walk straight through the platform 1 or walk down the subway to go to other platforms.
Right, okay.
There was other entrances down the hill off Ep.3 Street there too. Is it Ep.3 Street? Yeah, off Ep.3 Street to go down to the other platforms. But
and so when you look at the painting on the left of the painting, like all these archways, these were like office buildings, were they?
no, that was a refreshment room bar all there.
And now we're talking about, because I'm just talking on the tape, so we're looking now at the painting on the left-hand side of the painting of Central, on the lower floor, where all the arches are. That used to be the refreshment room.
Yeah, that's on the Ann Street side on the ground.
Yeah.
Just I would just walk the footpath. That was the footpath that goes straight past the Central bar.
And what was above that? What was that?
I'm not too sure what was there. I would say that could have been offices at one time, but that could have been storage too, I think.
What is this used for now, the restaurant side of it? What is that used for? I suppose that's storage.
I don't know, Janet. I think that's gone. I think that's gone.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's gone.
No, this part is still there.
Is it? Well, I don't know. I don't know what they used that for.
Yeah, this is still there.
Isn't that strange? Because I haven't been up Ann Street there for years.
Because this was only painted a few years ago, and I know it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Did you ever manage to go up to the dome at the tower on the top or anything like that?
Not right up top, no.
Right.
But all up above there, those used to be the what they call the auditors. Railway auditors. They had big rooms up there.
Right, that's on the first floor above the arches there.
And down there was, like on the bottom part, was the station master's office around a bit further.
I wonder if there was a bell in there or anything like that. I wonder what this tower is for. I know there's a clock there. That looks rather like you'd expect them to be a bell in there, wouldn't there?
Well, at one time I think there was.
I think there was, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was a bell in there.
I wonder if it was possible to get right up in the dome in the top. I wonder.
I don't know, but I dare say there would have been ways of getting up there with the electricians and technicians for the clockworks.
And then in the background here we've got these are the new offices of Queensland Rail now, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
They wouldn't have been there when
No, that's what they call the Taj Mahal then, yeah.
Taj Mahal. Okay. So, yes, so...
Yeah, well, that used to be a very busy place too, but of course our job there, our main concern was the safety of the travelling public then, mainly supervision. Right. You had foreman porters and cloakroom porters and parcels porters. And
when you say cloakroom porters, what do you mean by that?
That's a cloakroom, and that's where they used to work in the cloakroom, the lost property and all those sort of things.
Could people leave their coats and stuff there? Like
yeah, well, it's luggage and, boxes, parcels and all those sort of things.
Right.
Cloak them in, get tickets for them and pick them up later in the day.
Yeah, because they haven't got that facility now there.
No, they did have small lockers or something, coin lockers, I believe, but I don't know whether they've got that in here.
So I know I tried to get a parcel there a few weeks ago and
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you was there in the times of the steam trains?
Oh yes, yeah.
So like now, when you go downstairs in Central, it's all undercover, isn't it?
It is now, yeah.
Was it like that then when you were there?
Platforms, oh, yeah.
So when the steam trains come in, would they have been in undercover then?
No, where they used to put up their funnels were just out of cover.
Right.
See, on the Roma Street side, there used to be a signal cabin there. There used to be a signalman employed there. And those trains used to pull up just around that area, because sometimes they used to take water. There used to be watering device there for these trains, the steam trains. They used to have pits for the ash and all that sort of thing.
So the actual waiting area in Central Station, the track wouldn't have been undercover, would it?
Yeah, the track on platforms 1 and 2 were undercover, yeah, like the big awnings.
Right. Not like it is now.
Oh no, see, that's completely undercover now, isn't it?
Yes.
No, they used to have those big awnings.
What, like Roma Street type of thing? You mean?
Well, they used to be around us, like they've pulled those down here too, haven't they?
But that type of thing?
Yeah. That was the same as our Brunswick Street station. Remember, Brunswick Street used to have the awnings go away to the edge of the back. Sandgate did the same.
Yeah.
They had the big long awnings going out over the top.
Right. So how many staff do you think work there, Central and Unemployment?
Central, you could look at it, I suppose, ticket parks and passes parks and all those sort of things. You look at about 60 to 70. Yeah. We used to have to do the rosters and all those sort of things for everybody like that. We've got 60 to 70 staff.
So how many tracks went actually through Central Station? How many platforms did you have?
Well, there used to be 6 that they used to use, but there was another one that they used to just use for storing, coaches or the commissioner's car used to be parked in there and all that sort of thing. The commissioner's carriage, they used to park those in there.
Can you remember way back before there was any sign of diesel electrification, what your reaction was when you heard that they were going to have diesel?
Well, to be quite honest, my first reaction was that they'd never have diesels, they'd never replace the steam engines. But then it came to life.
Was you sort of all excited to see a diesel train? It was a great big event, or did you look on it as...
No, I just naturally thought to myself, well, that progress has got to be made, but then it's taken away a lot of the history of the railway. That was my first impression of diesels.
Yeah. The diesels came first and then electrification. Yeah. That's right. What about changes of carriages? Can you remember that sort of happening over time, sort of going from the old-fashioned type to the sort of... When did the new sort of electric trains come in as we know them today? I know they've changed a bit as well, but electric trains, can you remember when they came in?
It was about 75, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure that they do.
And that was something new again, wasn't it?
That was new again, yeah.
That must have been a big happening, all the electrification. Did it cause a lot of destruction?
Oh yes. Quite a lot of hassles, a lot of extra work, a lot of thought had to be put into wherever you were working, like for safety reasons and all those sort of things. Yeah.
So where was you working when electrification came? Can you remember? Was you sort of still...
Well, on the relieving staff, most like all over the place, really.
So that must have been a major job putting all those pylons and everything all over
That's
the place.
That's right, yeah. Oh yes, it was a major job.
So was it mostly done on Sundays, was it, when the lines weren't so busy?
Sundays, night times, and weekends. Weekends, oh yes. There was a lot of work went on during the day too, but most of the big work that was going to save docking trains and delaying people for work and all that, or even freight trains, save delaying those too, like stock trains and all those sort of things.
And can you remember the day when you saw your first electric train actually running on the rail or not?
No, I can't. No, I can't.
No.
I can't.
I haven't asked anybody that before.
I
can remember as a kid actually myself. There were steam trains in England where I came from, And I can remember one day that there was this new train, it was green, arriving on the platform, and I remember being, really excited that we were going to go on this particular train, and I always wanted to go on the electric ones and not the steam ones, because they went fast. If it was new, to be seen on one of these electric trains.
And they were cleaner.
Yeah, and they were cleaner.
And they were cleaner.
I can still remember going through tunnels in England, though, even years after the steam train stopped, and you still used to have to shut the window, because even though the steam had stopped, you go through there at such a speed that all the soot would still come off for years and years, and you could still smell it. Yeah.
So you settled down. What part of England were you from?
South East England, Strood, Rochester.
Oh,
Strood was my local station, Rochester.
My wife does remember.
Is she?
Yeah, she's a Polly girl.
Oh.
But that's I'd like to remember a few of those days too. But but as I say, like, I thought it was a bad thing getting the diesels, but as I say, progress has got to be made.
Yeah.
We get from diesels to the electrics. They can't go any further than that, can they?
Well, you don't know. That's the thing. People don't think they can, but you
No, well, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
No, that's an interesting comment. I might use that comment because that might be looked at in a couple of 100 years' time.
Oh, well, they might finish up at Jets or something like that.
You don't know what they come up with. Yeah.
But I think, they might even widen the gauge too. The wider gauge right through.
They might do.
Yeah.
You don't know what changes they're going to make, do we?
No, that's right.
Stuff all the time.
That's right. It is a bit of a shame that I can't remember quite a few events that did happen in some of these places, but I probably will after you leave.
That's all right.